Imagine a world where humans never needed sleep. No more cozying up under blankets, no more hitting snooze buttons, and no more waking up grumpy because you stayed up late binge-watching your favorite show. What would life be like if we never had to sleep? First, let's think about what we could do with all that extra time. Instead of spending about a third of our lives snuggled up in bed, we'd suddenly have a 24-hour day. That's a lot of hours to fill. Will we use it wisely? Maybe. But knowing us, we'd probably waste a lot of it scrolling through social media, watching cat videos, or playing games. Admit it, more time doesn't always mean more productivity. But imagine the possibilities. No more losing 8 hours a day to sleep. You could learn 10 languages, master every musical instrument, or finally finish that book you've been meaning to read for 5 years. Some people might even try to pick up every hobby in existence. Knitting, rock climbing, pottery, salsa dancing, because why not? We have all the time in the world. Of course, businesses would love it. They never close. Shops open 24/7, every day of the week. You could get your hair cut at 3 a.m. or buy groceries at midnight without worrying if the store was open. Even customer service hotlines would be fully staffed. No more waiting on hold for hours because all our agents are busy. No, everyone's awake and ready to take your call. But hold on, would that be a good thing? If everything was always open, would we ever get a break? The lines between work and free time would blur. No more excuses like, I'll finish this project tomorrow because, well, tomorrow is just another 24 hours of being awake. Workaholics would thrive, but everyone else might struggle. When does the day end if it never really ends? And let's not forget school. Kids would be in class around the clock. Mom, I've been in school for 18 hours straight. Can I take a break? Sorry, kiddo, no rest for the sleepless. Teachers would probably run out of lessons eventually. Maybe they'd have to start teaching advanced underwater basket weaving just to keep things interesting. Now, what about our health? Sleep is vital for our bodies to repair and our brains to process information. Without it, would we turn into superhuman machines? Or would we all just become walking zombies? Minus the sleep, of course. Scientists would probably scramble to figure out how to keep our bodies functioning without rest. Maybe we'd have to eat a lot more broccoli or do yoga for 12 hours a day just to stay healthy. Imagine how bizarre the entertainment world would be. Instead of late-night TV shows, we'd have all-night TV shows. No more bedtime movies. It'd just be, watch a movie whenever you feel like it movies. Binge-watching a 10-season series in one sitting wouldn't be impressive anymore. It'd just be Tuesday. But think of the positive side. No more insomnia. If you can't sleep, no big deal. You never need to anyway. People would save a fortune on coffee, energy drinks, and those fancy eye masks that are supposed to help you sleep better. There would be no more tossing and turning at 3 a.m., worrying about that embarrassing thing you did in middle school. Why? Because you'd never be in bed in the first place. Instead, you'd be up at 3 a.m. doing something productive like learning how to juggle or painting a mural on your living room wall. Speaking of productivity, the global economy would go wild. Non-stop work, around-the-clock innovation, and businesses booming like never before. Maybe we'd colonize Mars a lot faster or invent teleportation sooner because, hey, when you have 24 hours a day, you get things done. But at what cost? Would we all become workaholic robots? Or would we find a balance between non-stop life and enjoying our eternal wakefulness? And don't even get me started on vacations. If you never need to sleep, is there any point in relaxing? Imagine lying on a beach with no urge to nap, just sitting there forever. You could spend hours staring at the ocean, but eventually you might get bored. Well, this was fun for the first 10 hours. Now what? Social life would also get interesting. Nightclubs would never close, which sounds fun until you realize that every single night could be a party. Eventually, even the most dedicated partygoers might be like, do we have to dance again? Can't we do something else for a change? Movie marathons, game nights, and dinners would never end. It's been 12 hours, Bob. Do you ever go home? No. No sleep, remember? But let's talk relationships. Without sleep, we'd have endless time to spend with our loved ones. Or endless time to get on each other's nerves. Imagine being with your family 24/7, no breaks, no peaceful nights where everyone is asleep. Suddenly, That quiet time we used to get while everyone was sleeping starts to look pretty important. Maybe we'd create something called fake sleep, where we just pretend to rest so we can have some peace and quiet. Honey, are you asleep? Yes, absolutely. Chill. Of course, our bodies would adapt. Maybe our brains would figure out a way to rest while we're still awake, like some animals do. We could go into a sort of daydream mode for a few minutes here and there to recharge, then snap back to full focus. Or maybe we'd all just drink a lot of herbal tea and meditate to keep calm. Either way, we'd have to find a new rhythm, one that doesn't include cozy naps or Sunday morning lie-ins. In a world without sleep, would we become more creative? Without the need to shut down our minds, maybe we'd have more time to dream up wild ideas, literally and figuratively. We wouldn't have dreams anymore, at least not the kind we have while sleeping. But daydreaming could take on a whole new meaning. Our imagination would be running nonstop, and who knows what we'd come up with. But let's be real. Would a life without sleep be as fun as it sounds? Sure, we'd have endless time to do everything we want. But part of the magic of sleep is that it gives us a break from the world. It's that cozy escape where we can recharge and drift off to our dreamlands. Without it, life might feel a little too relentless. Maybe, just maybe, we'd miss those quiet moments under the covers, the feeling of drifting off after a long day, and the excitement of waking up to a brand new morning. So, as much as the idea of never needing sleep sounds cool at first, maybe we should appreciate those 8 hours of shut-eye a little more. After all, in a world that never stops, sleep might just be the best break we get.